Welcome to From Rock Bottom, the podcast where we explore real stories of struggle, survival, and strength. Each weekly episode features honest conversations with people who faced mental health battles, addiction, trauma, and life's darkest moments, and found a way to rise again. A quick content warning: some of the topics we discuss may be distressing or triggering. We talk openly about mental health, addiction, and other sensitive issues. Please listen with care, and if you need to, take a break or reach out for support. You're not alone, and this space is here to remind you of that.
Boom, and we are on. Today we are joined with Portman, former national champion of kickboxing, turned pro boxer, become British champion, WBF champion.
Yep.
After that, Channel 4 Repo Man, the star of that. But all the success come with a bit of chaos. Prison, drug addiction, steroids, and he's here today to tell us his story. Marcus, how you doing?
Not too bad, thank you, mate. I'm all good, thanks.
Good man.
Yeah.
With everyone, mate, I like to start from childhood, start from the start. What was your childhood like?
Childhood was pretty good, to be fair. It was interesting. I was come from a Rastafarian family, so we all had dreadlocks, which is a bit unique in the 80s. So my dad was a tall guy, big guy with long dreadlocks, and like he stood out on the estate. There was me and my brother, which we had dreadlocks as well, and was known as like the Rastafarian family on the estate. But
was it a white area?
It was a bit mixed, but mostly white. But yeah, it was quite unique then to see a whole Rastafarian family.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it was. Yeah, it had its ups and downs there, to be fair.
Yeah. From West Brom?
From West Brom, yeah. On the estate of the back of the football ground, St Stephen's Road, exactly, where Albion Road and Lowndes Road meet up. And that's exactly where I spent most of my childhood.
What was it like growing up around there?
It was good. I mean, there was always something to do. Whether it was jumping over the football ground and starting, trying to nick the wagon wheels off or the salt and pepper crisps and whatnot, or there was balls kicked over and you'd have a new West Bromwich Albion football, or
match ball,
yeah, and there was a lot around there. There was Thomas Stafford School as well over the road where you can go and I was involved in a little circus there as well, so I was always active and stuff like that and doing stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you growing up in that environment, like Rastafarians, obviously I don't know much about Rastafarians, I just presume they're chilled out all the time. So what was your home life like? Was you ever exposed to drugs, any mental health issues, anything like that?
Yeah, it's the kitchen was always full of basic sessions, like the blues kind of sessions where, my family would come round, they'd be smoking loads of weed, they were drinking all night, and I'd be upstairs or in the front room, out the way, and just trying to be oblivious to everything really. But that was pretty much what it was.
And that culture kind of come normal for you, like being around smoking, drinking.
Yeah.
Is this like that's normal?
Yeah, absolutely. But that was what they did. Is like my dad was always adamant that I wanted to be an athlete, so he was quite strict for me. I seen that, but he didn't want me to absorb it, kind of thing.
Yeah, he wanted you to follow that.
Follow that, yeah.
That's good. And what about siblings?
I've got an older brother and a sister. Half sister. Well, yeah, she's literally with I see not regular when I was growing up. She moved with my nan, so that was an issue where I didn't really know or follow. But I was close to my brother. Brother's only 1 year older than me, and we both boxed together. We played football together, and we've done everything together.
That's good. What about yourself growing up? Was there ever, like, even looking back now, like looking back at say like a 10-year-old you, do you ever think like, fucking hell, I could have been depressed at that point in my life, like, or was you just clean sailing as a normal child?
I was just too energetic. I was too much of a mini upcoming athlete.
Okay.
I was playing football every single day. I was kickboxing 4 times a week, and I was boxing 3 times a week. So every single day of the week, I had no time to even feel depressed or down because I was just always doing something active. Yeah.
Keeping the mind busy.
Keeping the mind busy, yeah.
So what point did kickboxing and boxing come into?
My dad was a kickboxer. He used to he's obsessed by Bruce Lee. You know, where other kids was watching cartoons and stuff. We had Bruce Lee on the TV and whatnot, and you know, kung fu movies all the time.
Yeah.
He'd have some nunchuckers and he'd start doing it in front of us, or we'd get a punch bag. He in his bedroom there was a big hole in the ceiling where he'd hung a bag up through the cellar, the attic, and he'd tie it over the beam, and it was hanging down in the bedroom. There's a massive hole in the roof. That's how much my dad loved the sport.
The fighting sports was a
fighting sport. It was all what I knew. Yeah.
Do you think that kept you in line as a child?
Definitely, yeah. It definitely kept me in line, but it also gave me the confidence as well outside the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you can handle yourself.
Yeah, but in a constructive way. Yeah.
What was it like growing up? Was there any other racism or anything like that?
A lot, yeah. Mainly to my dad. It was. He was always, the police were always at our door. Whether there was just a phone call, the police would be known to the police, the Rastafarian family off the estate, and they just loved coming to our door and just abusing the system. Whether they was arresting my dad for nothing or something more, you know, more than what he was doing.
Yeah.
And then they'd want to physically. I've seen many times where the police have gripped him up and tried to beat him up many times. Yeah, that was in the 80s, late 80s.
How did that affect you? Like, how was your then outlook on the police moving forward?
I hate the police. I hate the police because you know, I knew that my dad weren't exactly you know, law-abiding citizen, but I knew they shouldn't have been physically attacking him. Like sometimes he'd come back from being locked up and he'd have bruises or, you know, on his face, and I'd just look at him. And he's just telling me, I'm like, the police have beat me up again.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is absolutely crazy. But he always used to resist arrest all the time, which is not the best, but it's because he, you know what, he was always defensive and knew what was coming.
Yeah.
It was just crazy how much I've seen the police at our door, and sometimes for nothing. Yeah. Just for being Rastafarians, basically.
And you carried that on to your adult life, like, not trusting?
Yeah, sometimes, you know what, if I got in trouble with the law, I'd expect the worst, and I'd always have that perception about police. And you know what, the police, obviously we needed the police in this society, but they abused it a lot when I was younger because of our nationality.
Yeah.
Not more the colour schemes, just because of Rastafarian.
Yeah.
I truly believe that. But you know what, just I got round it, and it is what it is. I accepted it.
How did your dad handle it? Was it just another day?
He hated it. He hated the system. He'd, you know, it used to get him down because he knew he couldn't get a 9 to 5 job because of the way he looked.
Yeah.
I mean, he was 6'3", a big guy with long dreadlocks. So in the 80s, they weren't really employing nobody. He used to come back. He used to say to my mum, "I went for that job." They said no, and he had to do what he had to do to earn money. And I always respect that. It wasn't the best way because I got locked up a lot of times when I was young.
He's got to feed his kids.
Yeah, my mum and my dad got sent to prison.
Yeah.
And sometimes we went in the home, me and my brother, one time for about 6 weeks because they both got arrested, locked at the same time. And I went to care system for 6 weeks, but I never ever looked back at it and think, you know, blame my parents because them days was harder to the way they looked.
Well, at the time, obviously now looking back, you can hindsight, like, yeah, you respect them, they can't get a job, they're hustling just to put food on the table, keep a roof over the house, but at the time, they're both going to prison and you're getting put in a fucking home. Was it ever like? It
was always regular. I mean, a lot of the families on the estate, you know, there's great families, a lot of the white families, they would say, that, you know, if I was to see me on the street at night when my mum and dad was out doing what they was doing, they'd say, open the door and say, do you want, have you had some food? And they used to feed me.
Yeah.
The estate was great for that. There's still families alive now who I thank for who used to open the door for me and just give me food, like when my parents weren't there.
Yeah.
And even sleep over sometimes. I wouldn't know whether they was coming back, but now I understand why.
Yeah. That's the good thing about like the working class, like the class of rough areas.
Yeah.
And like, as rough as it is, they all look after each other on there. Like,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, family is very important to people on there because that's all they've got. People ain't got money. A lot of men got jobs, and all they've got is the families to look out for each other.
Absolutely, and you know what, we was all different, but they accepted us no matter what, and even to this day I still see a few of them, and I've got a lot of respect for them. So yeah,
that's good. So with the boxing and kickboxing, at what point did they start to get serious for you?
I was doing them both together for a good 2-3 years. I started boxing when I was 9. I had my first amateur at 10, and I was still kickboxing, so I had about 4 amateur fights, and then my star was getting in the way with boxing, so I had to give up one, which was kickboxing. And then I just carried on with boxing. It got really serious when I moved to Wednesbury, really, because I was at Windmill ABC in Smethwick for a while, and I couldn't get fights. There was always turning up, and there was always pulling out. I was just getting really pissed off, and someone said, "Go to Wednesbury." It's called BCB now, but as soon as I went there, it started to get serious. I started mixing with the other 147 who were welterweight champions, like Young Mutley, Dean Hickman, Jimmy Gould, and there was some great competition in that division.
So, kickboxing, boxing, obviously the stances are different, the styles are different. You've been told one or the other because you're crisscrossing, you're going to get yourself chose boxing.
Yep.
Moved to, obviously, which is now BCB.
Yep.
Yeah. How was it there mixing with older lads? And
it was different competition. It was different kind of training. There was proper fighters there. I mean, Wednesbury had its name through one of the best amateur boxing clubs in the West Midlands or in England, full stop. And the training was different. There was hill sprints. There was different kind of sparring. There was one in, one out, and like a conveyor belt of like different sparring. I'm like, wow. This I had one sparring partner at Windmill, and I was just thrown into like 4 or 5 where there's grown men, proper fighters. Yeah. So it was Wednesbury was the turning point. And
then, so you're getting your knack for boxing. At what point does it start getting more serious for you?
When I entered the NABCs, the National Championships, and the ABAs, so I got into the finals of the NABCs and the semi-finals of the ABAs, and when you start going to Crystal Palace, I got called up for England as well, which there was fighters in my gym who'd like Mutley and Jimmy Gould that got called up for England. I always wanted to get called up, because that is the pinnacle. You're in a training camp, and I got called up, and they ran out of funds. And I never got to fight for him. And I was always too scared. I was like, oh God! But yeah, it got serious from that day. Yeah. What
was it like? You said you got into the finals and semi-finals. Like at that age, such a young age, how did you take losing?
I didn't like losing. I mean, even at school, I'd want to win a race. Every single thing that I'd done, I wanted to win. My nature's been just competing. Football, boxing, kickboxing, running. It's been just competing. My whole life's been in competition, which it still is now, but I'm in competition with myself, not anybody else. So it's I still have that competitive mind frame now. It's never left me.
How would you handle it though?
I love it. I love just knowing I can just turn the screw and know that I can still do the things I used to do. Most of them things I used to do, and just it keeps me alive. Like being in competition, like I'm running a marathon, probably get to that soon. Sunday, and these are things what just so I can just turn up and compete with.
Like in competition with yourself, like pushing yourself, challenging yourself, and it's you against you.
That is exactly me. Before all my career, it's been me against the other opponent. Now it's just me against me. And just trying to be the best version of myself.
So you were the boxing. At what point was pro coming on the cards for you?
My amateur trainer, Errol Johnson, Wednesbury, he said he was going to turn pro, and he wanted 4 or 5 fighters to go with him, and he chose myself, Young Mutley, Jimmy Gould, and Stuart Elwell. We was all around the welterweight division, and we all turned pro at the same time. Even my trainer, so we was all like learning, and that was something like 1998, 1999. That was.
How was the feeling turning pro?
I loved it. I was like, you're a professional athlete. But I realised just being a professional athlete, you can't go around it's not an achievement just being a professional athlete. I wanted to be more than just that. I had to put in the work to, I didn't want to be known as a professional athlete. I wanted to win something, so I made sure, this is my goal. I've seen people lifting belts and stuff like that, so that was my goal. Yeah.
How did you handle the pressures on yourself to be like successful? Like if you're a pro boxer, the stereotype is you're a pro boxer. You know what I mean? Hard as nails, tough guy, no emotion, winning. Do you know what I mean? And then did you follow that yourself, or?
Yeah, you kind of know by your own ability. We all know deep inside us, people can put expectations on you all day long, but you know what kind of skill set and tools you've got inside. When you shut that door, when your head gets against that pillar, you know how good you are. And then even from the start, I knew I had high level talent, but I didn't know how far I could go, because it's a punishing sport. It's taking punishment. You don't know whether you get knocked out or I never ever thought once I'd lose, unless I get stopped, and that's exactly what happened. I never ever got outboxed. Nothing. The only time I lost is if I got stopped. Yeah.
So you're turning pro. You're handling the fucking pressure well, by the sounds of it. Like, your capabilities. You're confident in yourself. What about your pro fights? How did they go down? Obviously British champion as well.
Yeah, it's the first pro fight was pretty. Man, I ate like crazy the next day. I fought a big. I think I was 18 at the time, and I fought a big, strong guy. Man, he was like, obviously got the 10-ounce gloves on, the no head guard, and my jaw was there and everything. I thought, but I loved it. It was a big crowd. It was my hometown. It's West Brom Garden Baths. It was.
Yeah.
It was a good feeling. And then I ended up having a couple on the road against Willie Lamond, former Commonwealth champion. I was thrown in the deep end very, very early. Yeah.
How do you go from, like, you're having a pro debut, a fight, you're walking out in front of crowds, everyone cheering you, you're doing the work, you're the man of the moment, you win, then how do you go back to Monday morning? Like, what's that like?
It's you know what, you always feel like a champ. After you win, you always feel like a champ. Every single, because whoever's gone to watch you, you'll see him out in the streets and say, "How you doing, champ?" You fought well, and it's like, and then that's for a few weeks, and then after it kind of like drops it. You know what I mean? But if Wednesbury, I was surrounded by talent, so I always felt like a champion anyway. Before I was even a champion, so it's a good feeling. But there's professionals out there who like to just be known as a professional and just get into sport just because it's the title, and then some who really want to go out there and change history or change the history where they're from, and be a champion. And I was one of them who wanted to change the history where I was from and be something, on paper. And that's exactly what I did, and the likes of young Muttley was as well.
So you was just motivated by the journey?
I was motivated by success. Not just being in there as an opponent or just saying I was a professional boxer. I wanted to be successful.
Because I spoke to other pro lads, it's like, I've always asked them the same question, like, after your fight, like, how do you handle Monday morning? Like, a lot of them obviously going back to work as well, and they're like, it's absolutely awful.
You know what, it depends on fighter to fighter, because some fighters are happy just to be in there. They get a call and they've said, "Oh, you're fighting in London or something for $5,000," and they're like buzzing. They couldn't care if they win or lose. They're just being on telly. I was never one of them. If I lost Monday morning, I really was because that person was better than me, and not just being in the ring. I had to win.
So talk to me now about winning the British belt.
I thought it was a good feeling. My first belt, and it was a Dudley Town Hall, I think it was Dudley Town Hall. Jimmy Gord had just lost against the opponent, so it was a tough fighter, Richard Swallow, and I seen him beat my stablemate. I thought, wow, he's quite tough here, and I rated Jimmy Gord. He's a great fighter. But then I went out there and I think I was at 10 stone 7 at the time. I was absolutely just rolling down, but I made the weight, and I boxed it off for 10 rounds, and it was a good win.
How was that winning, man?
It was the first battle I picked up, and it was like, you know what, it felt I'd had my first bout. I only seen him on TV, and I thought, this is what the sport's for. This is what I'm in it for, and it was a great feeling.
How was your family with it?
Oh, I was
Especially
literally,
your
I was
dad.
mainly doing it for I only boxed really at the start for my dad
Yeah.
to make him proud. But then when you kind of like feel that kind of endorphins of winning and knowing that the magnitude of it, you realise you're doing it for yourself.
Yeah.
And it was a great feeling.
So, from my understanding, you're on the British belt, and then you had a stint in prison.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, how do you go from the ultimate high to then the ultimate low with that?
Well, you know what? It was random where I went to prison in the beginning. I got picked up for witness intimidation. Literally, I went past my mate's house. He had an argument with his missus, and he had like a restraining order. And I was sitting in the window, and I just pulled out. I said, "You're gonna get it," like with a hand signal. I didn't mean I'm gonna shoot her, you know what I mean? But I got my door kicked off, threats to kill, and I got remanded in custody. And I just signed for a new promoter called Ken Purchase and Richard Woodall, and I've been with them for about a week. And I'd had the world WBF title set up before I went in there, and I was like, that's it, my world's going to come crashing down. I've lost this fight. So I jogged around the association on my airbag, because it was 24-free airbag up in Winson Green. And I just jogged around the court, and the people, the inmates just thinking, who's that weirdo, like, what's he doing, man? They're like, no one was doing that.
Yeah.
But I had to keep fit, and I always thought I was getting out tomorrow. And tomorrow never came. I was in there for 12 weeks. I was in there for 12 weeks, and then in the end, one of my promoters put up a £10,000 bond reassurance, and I come out on tag. And then 12 weeks after that, I went out and won the World WBF title.
Okay. So going back to the offence, why?
Stupidity of just an hand signal. You know what? It was. I still can't believe to this day that they wouldn't let me out for 12 weeks just because of a hand signal like that. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I don't know. It's people can do a lot more than that now. And just
it is bizarre that they remanded you.
Yeah, and they wouldn't let me out at all. And we swear down that was this in my boxing record, everything. But I always said, you know what? When it comes to my family with the police, you get the hardest draw, and I'm like, that's no coincidence. That's what happened again. Yeah.
Did you regret it?
Yeah, I regretted doing that. It went in from me. It was from my mate as well. So
you
like,
gained nothing from
I
it.
gained nothing from it at all, and I regretted it, and I hated every single day of it.
How was prison for you?
Horrible. I never really spoke to anybody. I didn't want to speak to anybody. People come out and say prison's easy, man. It's not. It's probably the worst time of my life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, being segregated of the things that you can do every single day, and knowing you've let people down on the outside, you can't be there for people.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta have no heart to think that prison's a horrible place. But I hate every single day of it.
Did you think it would fucked your career up in there?
Yeah, because I thought, because I wasn't getting let out of remand, I'm initially thinking I'm gonna get convicted.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking, if they're not letting me out, that means I'm certified going down. And that was like a witness intimidation was like something like an 8-year charge, the maximum 8 years. And I thought, that's it now, it's over. Until I got a good solicitor and a good bond. So yeah.
Was you in a single pad or double?
It was a double pad. They had cockroaches every day. I'd close my eyes to sleep and I'd hear feet like that, tapping on the floor.
Yeah, the green's a rough place.
Yeah, it was the old side as well. There was holes in the window. When you went for a number 2 crap, you'd have to say to your pad mate, cover your nose.
Yeah.
There wasn't even a toilet there. There was a blue board. You put the blue board up in front of the pan. You know what I mean? And then you just do your thing.
Yeah.
And then you're like under the crop, just like it's not smelling, trying to smell it. That's how bad it was. It was horrendous.
Yeah, I could never imagine like doing 24-hour bang up in a double cell.
Yeah. Then I went to a K wing, which was a better wing, a slightly better wing anyway, and that had a actual toilet with a door. And I felt like, wow, that was little things like that was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it was horrible, man.
I said £10,000 bond.
Yeah.
12 weeks later, come out, won the WBF.
Yeah.
Did you think you was unstoppable at that point?
Yeah, I was in a different zone. My mates after the fight said you was different. I come out as a different animal, and I had intentions because I hate the world.
Yeah.
And I was on tag all that time through training, and I just couldn't do nothing in life. But you know what? That committed me to that training camp in war.
Stuck there then.
And then I done it that training camp again on the rematch, the same way. In bed at like 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Yeah. I followed the same routine, and I went out and defended the title. So against the same guy.
That's impressive. So you're boxing well. Was there any more trouble after that? Or was you like, nah, at this point anyway?
A couple of fights, like at Warsaw, because I was a doorman for a lot of years at the same time as well. So I'd always been in trouble through a phrase or public orders. That was part and parcel of Warsaw Door, and it was crazy, yeah. But I didn't really mind that. It was a slap on the wrist, really.
Yeah.
It was never like the witness intimidation. I could take that. Like you had a little punch up on the street, and then you'd be let out the next day.
Yeah.
Life goes on. You know what I mean? I didn't care about that.
Did you ever find it bizarre? Like you're the British champion, WBF champion, and you're on the doors, and then you got some drunk dick who doesn't know who you are.
Yeah.
Then starting, it's like they have no idea.
It's crazy. I mean, you don't expect them to. A lot of times, they're not really forced in a situation. They're getting put into that situation. So all trouble what I've had with guys who some have been arranged. I mean, I've had arranged fights with WS1 Doorman. I've gone down there and we've had trouble, and we've met down in parks, and we've had like a straightener.
Yeah.
A couple of times, we've done that. Or it's only ever been arranged, proper gypsy style. That's it. I've never ever gone out there and to stick someone on the door and think, I've got the power.
Yeah, of course.
Meet you later, like the WS1 Doorman did, and then we'd sort out our differences, and that's how we went to shake hands after, and that's how it's always been.
Yeah.
It always been like on the Poets as well. I went to Poets corner as well for a lot of years, and that's the way it was at Poets. And I respect every person who goes in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's your opinion now on doormen? Because it's changed a lot over the years.
Yeah, it's not. It's a lot safer, which is better. It was a wild west before, man. It was crazy.
People don't go out anymore.
Nah. I know there's more knife crime and stuff like that, but it's you're more safe, you're more protected.
Yeah.
The police are right by the Warsaw Doorman now.
Yeah.
The parade in the round, right there. So it was never like back in the day we had no licenses. Yeah.
So carry on with the boxing.
Yeah.
So you're now WBF champ. You've had your rematch. Done him again.
Yeah.
What's next?
Next was, I think it was the Commonwealth, if I'm right. Yeah, against Bradley Price from the Enzo Calzaghe gym, which I always seen him on telly. And I was like, wow, I'm fighting. On part, when I weighed in, there was all there. There was Enzo Macronelli. There was Joe Calzaghe's dad there as well. It was a big camp, so it was a big situation. Lost that one, but Bradley Price, I still speak to him today. He's a great champion, and he's like a multi-flipping runner now, like Ironman stuff. Yeah, he's absolutely animal. So I don't mind losing to Bradley Price.
Yeah,
of
course. So at what point did you start having run-ins with local gangs?
Local gangs was part and parcel of all my boxing career, and I was literally all my upbringing. It was a problem because when I was rising up, the gangs would be trying to step on me and try and knock me down a peg or two. Like a couple of West Brom gangs, like the Raiders crew or the Rally Close crew. I was in between two gangs. There was like Handsworth. I was in between Handsworth, which is the Albion Grounds borderline of Handsworth and West Brom, and Smethwick, and then the Smith Rock. So there was 3 gangs always scattered about round, and anybody because I was like buying gold chains with my winnings or new cars, I was getting watched, and they didn't like me increasing in power.
Yeah.
So I wanted to have whatever I would have, and they're the men around the area, and they was trying to step on me, and a lot of times we get into some disagreements and whatever, and I'd even went on the field with one of them and arranged to fight him, and they ended up putting a knife straight at my back. Putting a knife straight at my back. I initially thought it was a punch. She went straight behind me and stabbed me in the back. Yeah, so That was the gang life back then.
And they was trying to extort you.
Yeah. And then when I didn't, the police was literally round the corner because they followed. They seen about flipping 15 black people walking down to the field, and then the police was already notified already. So when he's trying to run after me with a knife again, he's trying to do me over completely, trying to get me off this earth. So he's running after me with his knife now. Once wasn't even enough. So the police have caught him, and then I didn't get press charges, but the police press charges, and then
in action.
Yeah, it's in action. So they went to my family's house and held guns to their heads and said, you know what, Mark's better drop the charges, and that's the kind of level what they was on. Which these guys was you know what, there was the bad news, man. That was the real deal. When gangs back then.
And how was you handling that? How could you just didn't fold to them?
I was too proud, man. I was too proud, but also I couldn't be stupid. I couldn't do too much, and trying to get into that world. I had my half foot in being an athlete, and half foot being a bit of a gangster myself, in having that street life.
Yeah. But
I wasn't fully in it. So you know, but having one foot in, they didn't like it. They wanted you to be for all or nothing. Yeah. So I was trying to play the both fields, and they didn't like it. So I ran into a lot of situations with them, but you know, it's at the end of the day, it's character building.
Yeah.
I'm still here today, so you know what, it's character building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Commonwealth belt, go from there.
Yeah, lost the Commonwealth, well, lost that fight. So, and then my final fight was against Jamie Cox, it was the hardest punching fight I've ever been in the ring with. He was former Commonwealth champion as well, and I knew my time was done. Punch durability weren't there, hunger weren't there, and I just was thinking about the payday because it was the O2 Arena and whatnot, you know. Yeah. And but I never ever lost 2 fights in a row. I lost one, always lost one in my career, and I went to retire. I could have took loads of fights as a genuine whatever. What the money weren't important as much as career and legacy.
Yeah, your dignity.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what then?
Then it was the Repo Man. I struggled for a while to come to terms with. It was Marcus the champ. Now it's just Marcus,
Average
the
Joe.
mortal, average Joe. What do you talk to you about?
Yeah.
When you're boxing, no, you can't do none of that. So it was just, and then the Repo Man saved me from literally going into depression and just not having any self-worth. Channel 4 Repo Man, he came along. I'd done a recovery job, and then my manager said to me after, he said, you do realise TV's coming tomorrow? I said, well, I've only been there one day. I didn't know how to hook a car up on the back of the trailer. He said, no, he goes, just pretend that you know what you're doing. And next day, Channel 4 filmed us for 14 weeks, like that. So yeah.
How was that?
It was alright, it was interesting. Didn't know what I was doing, but I knew what to say in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Because obviously through the boxing interviews, I was alright. So it was absolutely. I'd have 30 pro fights, I'd have 10 fights on telly, and I got more fame, as I say, from being on the Repo Man twice. That's it. And I was pretty pissed off because I'm like, you know what? You put your heart and soul into it. You go on Sky Sports, and then people know you as a Repo Man.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Your achievements.
Some people think that's good. I'm like, I really pissed me right off.
Yeah.
It was alright, a little bit of fame, but nah, it should be the other way around. But it's
I suppose because you've worked hard for your boxing, like you've grueling training camps, fighting, getting punched.
That was Channel 4, so it's different kind of terrestrial TV, and it's so it was different. The audience, it was mainstream. So I did get it, yeah. I was always let into clubs for free and all that, and I jumped the queue there, Marcus the Repo Man, and so he was alright at the time, yeah.
But while all this was going on, what did you have going on yourself?
A few demons. I mean, all maybe the past upbringing, and just the gangs, the training, the mindset of having to be a warrior all your life. I've been in self-defense mode literally nearly all my life, so it's reacting is all what I'm used to doing in defending yourself. So, you know, being sports, professional kickboxer and boxer, just defending yourself all your time. So you know, maybe I had certain demons creeping in. I didn't really know how to channel. So I started drinking too much, and ended up eating cocaine a lot. But first, initially, every weekend on the doors, just to make me feel a bit more livelier.
Yeah.
Because the pubs that I was working at, I could drink for free. Literally, I just ask for anything and I just have it, and I could conduct myself all right drinking, so that the gaffers didn't really see the problem, and then I got dragged into the cocaine side of it. So,
how bad did you get the cocaine?
It was every weekend at first, and then for about 8 years, the last 3 years was every single day. It was every single day a habit of 2 to 250 a day. That was the devil. I'd start off most of the time at 6 o'clock. I'd have a set time. I'd feel all right doing it. Having a couple of drinks, and 6 o'clock I'd say, yeah, let's get it in. Then it starts to get to 4, then it's get to 3, 2, and then it was 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Never in the morning.
Yeah.
But it was 1 o'clock in the afternoon. One drink, then I hit the bag. But before it was like 6 drinks, hit the bag. But then it got to 1 drink, even a sip, and now I've got to have, you know.
How was your funding?
I was doing insurance. I was still doing insurance. I was still getting money through little bits and hustling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Working it all still, lending money off people, as every addict does.
Yeah.
Extorting people, racketeering, saying you owe me that. An argument comes out, you got to pay me that. Making a mountain out of a mile. These are things I'm not proud of.
Mm-hmm.
But got involved with people's collections, just to, you know, and as soon as I get the money, I'd have an endorphin spike, I'd have a dopamine spike before I even flipping spent it, and then like, yeah, I've got my the fix now. So I'm not proud of all the way I got the money, but you know, I never really stole to get it, or you know, so you know, I want to accept it because I've exited it. So you know, it's
you have to come to peace with it.
Of course you have, and you have to. This is how you heal.
But it's quite bizarre, like me looking back at your story. It's like growing up in a surrounding, drink, drugs, you know, your sports, getting into it, like sports is your life. There's nothing wavering you. You are like a dog seeing a cat.
Yeah.
You are not breaking eye contact with your goals. It's like you've reached your goals. You did extremely well in boxing. You then went on Channel 4 Repo Man, and people was giving you, like, shaking your hands, like, fucking at him off Repo Man.
Yeah.
And then you've become a bad person.
Yeah, before I even become, I won a physique competition on bodybuilding. That was a whole new level of being an athlete. That was, to me, it's an elite athlete to get down to 6% body fat. And I should have come first in the PCA first Masters Championships, and I come second. I even, you know, became a champion in that, second place.
Yeah.
So as you say, I'm ticking all these boxes in sports, a multi-sport athlete, and then this is, you know, I expect that's my life to run.
Yeah.
And then I end up being like, I don't know, James down the road who's a cokehead.
Yeah.
I end up being I mean, I don't say, I'm not disrespecting anybody who I did it with, but I was I was low down to the barrel.
Yeah,
I was session with the lowest of low people. I'd be, if I'm doing 24 hours on that, if I don't want to go out that next day to the missus because I'm, you know, in a dark place, I would have got anybody to sit there with me, and I'd pay for them just to sit there. I don't care if they're anybody, you know what I mean? It's I had no levels.
Did anyone ever try and pull you out of it?
Some of them did, but a lot of them was just, they're just scared to I was react.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a people's person, and I'm a polite person, and but that's kind of like, I was a different person then.
I imagine at that time of your life you was uncontrollable.
I was uncontrollable, I was a different person. I was more snappier, I was more angrier, and I seen one thing, and I was interested in one thing.
Yeah.
And nothing else mattered. My daughter, my missus, It's shameful to say, but nothing mattered more than getting the high after cocaine.
But that's the addiction. It's not you as a person, that's the addiction.
Yeah, 100%.
I like, do you know what I mean? You see drug addicts and all that, and people say, fucking now they've got kids and all that, and I feel like, exactly, like, think how low they are.
Yeah.
And how bad of a situation their fucking life's become to them not want to see their children or spend time with their children or be a good parent for their children, because, like, I've got 3 daughters and, like, I'm clean, like, I'm alive because of my children. Like, if I didn't have my girls, I'd have taught myself, because my thoughts are...
Really?
Yeah, my thoughts are chaos, but I can't imagine leaving them with the pain of losing the dad.
Yeah,
So I imagine, like, you and your addiction, do you know what I mean? Every dad's got love for their kids, and, like, you've got that much love for the kids, but it's just your fucking mess at the same time, and there's no way out of it.
It's crazy to say now, I've been clean for near 2.8 years, nearly 1,000 days, that you're saying you're the only thing what kept you alive, really, took yourself your kids. And that thought, unfortunately, was not even in my mind.
Of course, yeah.
I don't know whether it's because I don't live in mine. I don't know whether I'm not making an excuse, but I think because when you separate your parent, you're separating the mind and soul.
You're just chasing the addiction.
Yeah. But yeah. I mean, if I woke up to see my daughter every day, maybe it'd be slightly different.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's of course, but I think because I was a separated parent, I thought I was on my own. My parents didn't speak to me. My daughter, I've lost my relationship with my daughter. You know what I mean? I'm a separated parent. Why have I got to be here? And the thoughts that I've only ever wanted to commit suicide once.
Yeah.
Once, and that's it. And I'm glad that didn't happen. Yeah.
Tell me about that.
I was just I was going into about 48-hour session, and my mate had to go to work, and I just the pain was so much. I don't know why this session was different. I felt demons. I felt like the devil was running through my veins, and I felt like I was hurting, and I was just kept on bringing up the dealers and saying, "Give me another bag," and I think I must have spent about £1,000 in 2 or 3 days, and 400 quid of it was on my own, and the dealers was posted through a letterbox, and one of the windows I was hiding behind the chairs. And I couldn't be seen. I was that much of a dark place, and I thought, you know what, this 50 bag is going to be the one that takes me out of the game, and I didn't care. And it's by the time I ran out of money, I was still alive, and I thought, look, there's something happening here.
Do you wanted it to kill you?
Yeah, I was certain that, because it was so painful. I had a high and a come down at the same time. The come down was so far superior than the high. It was the worst feeling. It was horrible. It was like my soul's been ripped out of me and the life's been ripped out of me, and I was ordering more stuff, and it was just nothing was. It was just bound. I was going deeper and deeper into depression, and it was crazy. And I woke up and thought, wow, I'm still here.
Yeah,
I've had all that, and
was you glad?
It's rock bottom. When I say this is what it's about, rock bottom. I was rock bottom then, and I'm glad. I just them it was once in my life that was. Yeah.
Was you glad you woke up though?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, the next day it felt horrible, but I'm just glad that I never took it any further.
Yeah, like going back to what I said earlier, like addicts with kids and that, like, do you know what I mean? Like, you're a dad, you love your kids, understandably, and like the fact you're choosing drugs over your kids shows how bad that addiction is. Like I said, I'd die for my kids.
Yeah.
You do the same.
Yeah.
But the fact you're choosing, do you know what I mean? Your kids are your offspring, they're fucking everything, and you're choosing drugs over it shows how terrible that is.
When you're saying it's like, how can you do it? But this is not everybody, but that's what a lot of addicts do. It is the truth.
Powerful.
It is very, very powerful. And it's embarrassing to say, but you know what? It's the truth, and this is to relate to people who are in it. You know, that this is where I got to, but look where I am now.
Exactly.
Yeah. I was at rock bottom. When people say to me, "Did marks of addiction?" I don't think it didn't look like it. Listen to this, then.
Yeah.
Listen to this, because this is probably the first time I've ever said that's how bad it's got. Yeah.
And
never told anybody else that.
That's the good thing about it. Like, people can look at you. Do you know what I mean? Fucking bodybuilder, boxer, kickboxer, Channel 4 Repo Man.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he was on a big downward spiral, trying to kill yourself with fucking cocaine.
Yeah.
A piece of shit of a human, with all due respect.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And then now look where you always bounce back. And it shows everyone else that you were that low. People can bounce back.
As I always say, but you weren't as low as me, mate. I was low. I was at just, and you couldn't get any lower.
Yeah.
So and look how high I am now. Like it's super clean, 1% club. 982 days clean and sober. So yeah.
During your binges, did you ever try and get yourself sober before you actually did? Like you think, fucking hell, Marcus Portman, fix up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Ever tell yourself that?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but you always feel like you're the man inside. It doesn't matter what your the outside looks like. You always think, oh,
I can get back.
I can do this. I can hit the bags. I can do 4 rounds. I can beat him up. I can beat him up. You feel like you're still the man. I still see people that now, the people who are names who've been crackheads now. You still think that they're the shit.
To themselves, yeah.
But they look like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And like, mate, you ain't forget you, scratch you off. Whatever in your mind, it ain't happening now.
Yeah.
So, but I also trained every single day.
Yeah.
I was a different addict. I trained every single day. Well, obviously not the time I was repossessing, but
yeah,
I'd get up next day and I'd be running on doing the bags. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, that is weird. It's
Yeah.
like a part of you's still there.
Yeah, I was literally in the gym next day.
Yeah.
Yeah. It made me feel like I was sane. Like I'd forgive myself a little bit more. Yeah.
How many times did you try and get sober and fuck it up, relapse?
I never once did. To be honest.
No, so you just,
no.
This is me.
Yeah, I never once wanted to.
Okay.
I felt like that was my life and that was where I was going. I accepted this is who I am because the people I was around who with, that's the way they was. That's all I knew.
Yeah.
I had a different clientele of mates, and they're still doing the same thing now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why would I be doing anything? Because that's what they do. But this is I'd one stint at being really, you know what, throwing a kitchen sink at being sober and clean, and I've achieved it. Yeah.
So, again, that's the you. Do you know what I mean? That little bit of you left. You're like the dog and the cat again.
Yeah.
But that switch.
You need to switch, but also I say people, you're capable of that mindset yourself. You're capable of achieving that kind of mental willpower and strength. You don't need to be a boxer.
Of course.
Or whatever. You can actually engineer that willpower.
Yeah.
I engineer my willpower going into a bloody cold bath every single day of the week. Before, like day one of recovery, I filled the bath full of water before even the ice baths come out. I jumped in the cold water and I stay in there for 3 minutes just to increase my willpower. If I knew I can get up from go to bed to that cold water, my motivation, my willpower, and my mental strength, that's it. It's increasing. Yeah. And that's the art to break addiction. Get in that bath every single day for 2 minutes, and then everything in the day, your urges and your your willpower will be increased. Yeah. So I advise everybody to do that.
Yeah, that's good advice, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm a bit too scared to take an ice bath myself. I think I'll enjoy it. Like, I've seen you do your leg plunges.
Yeah. Yeah,
and I'd like to try that.
I still implement that now. I mean, I still do the same kind of things. I'm clean, but I still like to live that life anyway, and just know my willpower is, 9 out of 10 in myself. So I never struggle again.
What was your dad saying when using your addictions? Did he know the extent?
No, they didn't even acknowledge it. To be fair, I don't even think they even cared. In all honesty, I think they're them kind of parents where you make your bed and you lie in it. Yeah. Because they've gone through a similar situation, they got out of it, deal with it.
How does that make you feel though?
At the time, kind of like worse. I went on it worse because I felt like I was on my own. And I felt like, you know what, my dad's always been there, your mum, when you're in the ring, they're always there, your arm around your shoulder. Always got something to say, like, come say, how you doing, Mark? Because you're the champ. Yeah. But when it comes to that kind of style of times in life where you need them for that different subject, they're kind of not it's not their fault, but they're not really about that.
Yeah. I think obviously they're your parents, so it's different. But me looking at you, like I said earlier on, like trying to control you. Yeah. What the? Do you know what I mean? Like nah, like because you could react like, no, this fuck all wrong with me. Do you know what I mean? Then there's an issue. But then I think like if any of my kids was in that situation, I'd I'd lock them up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd do whatever I could. Like,
Yeah, because my dad's a physical guy. Like he's not, you know, he's capable of doing that, and they are deterrent kind of people. But with that, honestly, they left me to it,
yeah,
and I think it made it worse. It made it worse that I felt like I was
alone.
and yeah, and I think the only thing what probably would have got through to me was just a good conversation, saying, "Look, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
Listen, we went through this. We had that problem before because they've done certain things like that, and they've got themselves out of it. But I think it's just you find your own way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what eventually I did anyway. So
yeah, but then you could have found your own way and ended up dead, and then they're living with regrets.
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah.
I think it's a bad way to do it.
yeah. It is.
Mm.
Yeah.
Look, if your child was going through, what would you do?
Different. I would literally do everything what it takes.
Yeah, lock him in a fucking room, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would. Exactly what you said. I don't care if my son was bigger than me, or I don't care. He's getting dragged in, and I'm getting his phone, and I'm ringing every single dealer. I'm pulling on every single dealer. I'm doing whatever it takes. You ever ring my son again? I'm doing everything what it takes, mate. I'm sending him to flipping, I don't know, Bournemouth or something in the caravan for a month. I don't know. Yeah. Cold turkey, and get him in a bath every day. That's it. So it's different generation, man. I think
that as well, because you've gone through it, so you know.
Yeah.
Some people do need pulling out of it.
Yeah.
They do need a word in themselves. Like you probably needed it at a time like Marcus. Like, look where you've come from.
Yeah.
And now look at you. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, there was Pommy Kang, my mate Pommy. He did say it to me, and I even think to this day that he was the voice that got through to me, because you have to respect that person. If that person, some person you don't respect, you think, oh God, mate, whatever. But that person you really respect your life, and you think, shit, it gets you to the bones. Think, I'm letting him down.
Yes, 100%.
And he gave me more fuel. And Pommy Kang, he was one of them. Yeah, man.
Because with me, like when I was, like I started trying to top myself when I was fucking 19.
Really?
Yeah, like I was out there. But my mum says to me the one time, she's like, think of what you did to your nan. Straight away that got me.
Yeah.
Because I was close to my nan, like when I was younger, I stayed around every Friday, we get to Warsaw together on the buzz and all that, like it got me. I was like, I do not want to hurt my nan because of my actions. Like, all I'm doing is putting my hurt and pain onto her.
But you know that in your mind, but you didn't receive it because no one's saying it to you, you're not receiving it.
I got said to me when it was fucking, I already tried to top myself.
You think,
do you know what I mean?
Receiving is different.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Because you don't, if you're thinking yourself, you don't know if anyone else is thinking it.
Yeah.
So you think you go away with it.
I think it's not enough.
Yeah.
Think and receive it. So you hit you different.
Yeah. Like I said, you think you go away with it. Do you know what I mean? Like you're probably looking in the mirror at your times and people think I'm alright, like I'm going to the gym and that.
Yeah.
But I'm gassing.
I've still got arms out side here, you know what I mean? I'm still getting pats on the back saying, how you doing, champion? I feel I was alright.
Yeah.
And then, you look back, no, you weren't alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the lowest point of your addiction, pure rock bottom, just you had that last bag and you're like, fucking this is going to put me on the edge.
Yeah, probably £1,000 it was. £400 to myself. Yeah. And that is the truth.
Hard to think back, but doing it, how was you feeling? Like you're sniffing them lines.
Yeah.
What are you thinking at that time?
I'm thinking, I don't want to see reality ever again. I don't want to see anybody ever again. I'm in a little zone in my mind now, out with the fairies, high endorphins, flipping dopamine up, and that's my life. I want to be in this cloud nine, and I don't want to come off this cloud nine because reality is going to come down and I feel like absolute hell, and it was hell all the way through, until probably about 3 days after, and I never ever got there again. So you sniffing them lines, you just like, you didn't want to come down. This is how I want to go to hell.
Yeah.
This is how I want to go to hell because it felt like hell.
Yeah.
I'm spending all that money to go to hell.
Was the drugs even doing anything for you?
It normally did, but that time it never.
Mm.
I overcooked it that much, and something was in me differently, and it felt like the devil was inside me, and I was going to hell then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever mix drugs with other substances?
Never touch any higher substance at all. No what you call it, diesel or crack or heroin.
Yeah.
I only ever touched cocaine, and that was it.
And booze.
And booze, yeah.
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 So when
Booze was secondary mainly. It was, I could live with it. I think very never do about it, but it was like, it wasn't the primary thing. Once I gave up the cocaine, the drink was pretty easy.
Yeah, of course, they go hand in hand.
Yeah, but people still, the hardest part is the drink.
Yeah.
Alcohol, people.
See, for me, it started out with the drink.
Yeah.
Like, because of me being bipolar, I'm always everything to excess.
Yeah.
Like, because of the bar, I'm getting around in, you know, drink for him, drink for him, drink for me, 2 drinks for me. And I'm drinking 2 so everyone's 1.
Yeah.
I'm always to excess.
And you need your next one quick.
Yeah, boom, boom, boom. Like,
that's what you do, vodka, Red Bull, bang, straight away. With similar kind of mindsets,
Like I started with the beers, Coronas.
Yeah.
Then I'd move to the vodka, lemonade, lime cordial.
You just have everything.
Yeah.
That's what I used to do.
Yeah.
My mates used to drink beer, and I used to have anything, because all I wanted to do is have the feeling.
Yeah.
I wanted the actual feeling, the unbalanced signals in my mind.
Like, I'd get drunk, don't get me wrong, I'd get drunk, but the amount I was drinking, like, you're talking 15 beers, like a bottle of vodka or a bottle of rum on top of it. You never say I've drunk that much. You say he's had a drink, but never that much.
You never show that he was drunk at all.
Yeah, like, I could handle it well.
And me, that's the same with me. But the people I was with was like, I always felt like I was different.
Yeah.
And like you felt like you was different. There's something different. The signals in my brain, I don't know, it was different.
Yeah. And then cocaine come into it for me.
Yeah.
And this might upset a few people. Like, I was teetotal when I was younger. I was a good boy. And my first wife was from London.
Okay.
She lived in London. She came up here to be with me, and then I went down London. That's their way of life. Bit of cocaine.
Yeah.
That is their way of life. Like, if you wasn't doing cocaine, you was the odd one out. That's how I got into cocaine.
And it's easy.
That's to do it fit in. Because these lads was older than me. Like, I was 20. These lads were 28, 29.
Yeah.
I felt stuff like a kid in there, like men, and they're having a good time.
Of course, you feel like they're talking how they're going to be high, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're going to you want to be part of that.
And you know, South East London, like Cockneys, they're flash, like, oh, fucking how they doing? They got the Ralph Lauren on, they got the gold watch on you, like, that's the way of life I want to be a part of.
Yeah.
They got from, like, me doing cocaine to them, then I'd come back up, like, to Warsaw with the boys, all them, nah, drinkers only, then I'm the only one sniffing. And I'm sniffing with them, and I was like, what's the point? And then I'm sniffing on my own. And I was like, fuck yeah, like, this is, like, it's middle of the day, I'm on my dining table, sniffing.
In your own house, and
on my own,
and then just that's what I got to.
I was like, what am I? Like, at the time, I didn't think nothing wrong with it. I'm like, fucking party on. And then my wife at the time, bless her, she was good as gold, teetotal. She never tried to stop me. I think I was a bit like you, do you know what I mean? Like, you ain't gonna try and stop me because I'll go off the rails even more.
Yeah.
I remember the one time I'd been on a big session. Some of her mates come up from London. Her mates was like good people. And I felt like shit the next day, like I was rough.
Yeah.
And like I had to have like a bump in the car, sat next to her. Just like out the car with her mates, like I'm ready to meet her mates, I had to have a bump just to feel human.
Just to feel normal again.
Just to get me through.
And that's the devil's circle. If you can't feel normal after it, that's why we keep going and going.
Yeah.
Because whether it's I used to get pains in my side of my head, and those was like terrible stinging sensation, and I had to do it just to feel normal again.
Yeah.
Because I hated not feel normal, but it took about 60 days to even feel like my brain was even, you know what I mean, normal again. It was I totally understand, mate. And
like I didn't think I was doing anything wrong. Like I was, fuck it, party. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I'm the only person partying, and like, oh fucking hell! The one time I went to a 1-year-old's birthday party.
Yeah.
I am sniffed off my head. Like, it's disgusting when you think about it.
Like, it is. You just say that.
I was sniffed off my head. Like everyone knew. Like I was obvious. Like I was.
I wish you could tell as well.
Like on sniff. Yeah.
Okay. It's you've accepted it and you exited.
Yeah. Like looking back, like I feel like my poor wife at the fucking time. How did she put? Like I was in embarrassment.
Yeah.
I was in embarrassment, and then like I said, like I was doing. For me, booze was always involved. I always have to have a drink with me, and then like. I then started mixing a bit of prescription tablets with it.
Yeah.
Weed as well. I didn't know if I was fucking all going. Like I got it downtown Warsaw, WS1 in the 80s. I'd have like stoned off my head, high off coke, boozed up. I'd be taking like tramadol, so I'm fucking dribbling.
Tramadol,
And then you know in the nightclubs you get the Viagra.
Yeah.
I'd pop in them.
It's a mad concoction.
It wouldn't do nothing. I'd get like a slight buzz, and that was enough for me.
I got to the stage where I was having anything and everything. Painkillers, because my nose was so bad, I'd have about 6-7 painkillers, and there was nothing. Everything was just bouncing off me. And just honestly, I can relate to exactly what you're saying. And well, you know what? It's amazing just when you come out the other side that you can talk about it and know that it's like and you're healed. When you can laugh about it, not laugh about it, when you can just accept it, and just it's a power of healing.
You laugh how much of a twat you was.
Yeah, it's a power of healing. But some people they go to put in a grade, they don't accept it.
Yeah.
You know what? The demons they'll live with the demons.
A lot of people are like,
people.
yeah, I'm a drug addict, I'm a piece of shit, I'm going to carry on. Like, there's no way back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they take us to the graves. Like the demons will never go. The demons do go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just got to face them and tell them to fuck off.
Exactly.
And you said it earlier on, the 1% club. I've probably said this now on 4 podcasts. I've always said 1% better every day.
Yeah.
1% better every day.
Yeah.
I've always said that.
I like it. Yeah, 1% better every day. Good aspect of life, that is, man.
Yeah. That gets me through a lot of the time. Like, even like when I'm feeling low, like I said, I'm bipolar and like I'm medicated up to my fucking eyeballs.
Yeah.
I still struggle. Like, all I'm doing is, remember the dog and cat? Yeah, you're the dog looking at the cat's cocaine, you're chasing that, you're fixed on.
Okay, yeah.
With my bipolar, I'm the fucking cat.
Yeah.
And the bipolar's the dog chasing me. Like,
yeah.
I'm on top of it, but it does creep up to me every now and then. And my mindset is like, it's my head. I know it's my head.
Yeah.
I know it's my head. I need to talk about it's my head. And then I'm going to try and be better this afternoon. I'm going to be better tomorrow.
These thoughts running through your head, what you don't even want them to be there.
Oh.
They're just put there. They're running through like a computer where you don't even want them to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're trying to tell them to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And
You're battling against the.
Yeah.
It's mad. You've seen like it's like a different someone's body part on your. You've got two kind of brains.
Yeah.
You got one what's knowing what's happening and what you're thinking, and one what's running thinking. And you're like, oh,
devil on your shoulder.
What the hell's going on?
Yeah. And the only way to...
I don't want this to be happening.
Yeah. The only way to get over these thoughts and feelings are drugs, booze, or a lot of parts of my life. Topping myself, trying to go down that road because I can get that fucking low. I feel like I'm no good to anyone. I ain't going to be good for anyone.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like that's you going to be for life.
Yeah.
And it's not, man. Myself, personally, it's... I've absolutely come out the other side, and it's my mind is different. It's a clean slate. I felt like I was when I was 18, 19, and before even thought about drink or drugs like that. I've reset myself back to factory settings.
do you still struggle today with anything? Like, do you ever get
No.
like, oh, fucking hell, I'd love a bit of a packet now, or...
Honest to God, never. No, not once. Not even one drink or even fancy. Honestly, it's like I've never even had a drink again. I don't know what it is. It's crazy.
What about when you first like started to fix up, sober up? How was that? Withdrawals?
Horrible. The fear of missing out was the worst because knowing that my mates were having fun and I was just sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah.
And then if they'd ring me or something saying, oh yeah, like, it was horrible, I'd say no. And me just feeling like crap. But weather's a storm, that's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been the same, like for me, like my drinking got so bad, I put myself in a wheelchair, give myself pancreatitis.
Really?
It said I had a pancreas of a 60, 70-year-old alcoholic.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I was in a wheelchair, I've got pictures of it.
Yeah.
I was in a wheelchair, the boys took me to the pub in a wheelchair. Do you know what I mean? That's how, yeah, like I was like, come on boys, I like, for me being social...
You've been pushed, saying get on it in a wheelchair?
I went to the pub and carried on in a wheelchair, mate. That's like how bad I was, and for me, it took me a long time to break. I probably only broke it when I got a family.
Yeah.
How does as a man, like if you don't go to the gym or anything, gym isn't your thing, fair enough.
Yeah.
As a man, how do you be social?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You get to the pub, don't you? That's the only way. It's if I'm in that environment.
It takes all your soul away.
Yeah.
It takes a part of you away where you think it's impossible to replace. The pub is impossible to replace. But honestly, if it fizzles out, you just end up just chipping away. I was even going like randomly. I just watch the telly. I couldn't even watch telly sometimes. I feel like type of way. I had to get up and I'd have to go like a 3-mile walk just to talk to myself, get in the zone. Look, this is what you're doing this for. What are you getting sober for? What are you clean for? And you have to keep resetting yourself.
You start holding yourself accountable.
Yeah. and then I'd just jump in the bath. Honestly, I'd have moments until about, I must be honest, for about 4 or 5 months that happened. I didn't feel comfortable, and my body just weren't right. My mind weren't right. It was thinking about other things. It was a wash machine, and then after that, it started to fizzle out. The valves letting all the air out.
Yeah.
Normality's coming in. I feel like I was when I'm so young. Like, it's crazy. I've got the same mind as I was when I was younger.
Yeah.
It's like the
That drives
addiction
back.
never even existed. All these addicts out there who are like they're waiting to pop out their bloodstream again. They're angry. They're like, someone's stopped. They don't really want to stop, but they're having to stop. Mine's not. It's like it never existed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even like, it took you 8 years to get out of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It took me 8 years.
It took you 8 years.
Yeah. To be honest, I didn't want to get out of it.
Yeah.
No. I didn't. I thought that was who I was until it got to worse. Yeah. Until the partner who pointed out it's worse. They say a normal flipping. What you're doing? This is not normal. What you're doing? This is not. Yeah.
Did you ever feel guilty afterwards, like when you were sober?
Yeah. When you get sober and clean, all the, what they call it, the trigger points. I had countless trigger points. I'd drive past certain areas where I'd be pulled up in a car for 40 hours or 12 hours, or that's where I get that bad. That's where I get bad. You get trigger points. It's horrible. I suffer with trigger points a lot. I feel guilty of an ex flipping 3 years ago who I'd let down because of my addiction. Everything just used to come running back. The day was the day, but I learned to accept it and learn to heal and accept that that's who I was.
Like you just said with your ex, and obviously you got kids as well at the time. Like,
yeah.
Do you ever wish you could apologise, like, properly?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely think. I definitely think I should apologise, but it's, it's gone now, and hopefully they can see me know I mean well in society now, and I've got a different outlook, and I'm trying to help people, and that's what I do. I'm on social media now, and I'm an ambassador for the Frank Bruno Mental Health Foundation, stuff like that. So I'm a voice for awareness, addiction, and recovery. So
because like I said, I was married. I got married when I was 21. I was young, and as like height of my addiction, like I was bang at it. I treated her like shit. Yeah, absolute shit. Like, I was spending all the money on going out. Like, do you know what I mean? She's moved up from London to Warsaw to Boomy. She knows nobody. Yeah. I'm going out with the boys, leaving her home alone. I'm spending money on booze, sniff, weed, and then to the point we've got no money. Yeah. Like, rent's not paid. Fuck mate, like, electricity gone. No Sky, all that's gone. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, she was, God knows how she brought with me, and then like I remember, like, I'd have money because I was working at the time. My wages would drop around 1 a.m. Yeah. I would walk to the cash points, get that money out at 1 a.m. just so nobody else could take it. So like, no bills, direct debits, anything could take it. Like, that's and like the regret of how I treated a nice person.
Exactly what my missus is a nice girl. I mean, it was I was into 4 years with the old ex, but I was into 1 year with this one now. This my missus now, and she got me out of addiction. And but yeah, I had the same manoeuvres as what you did, and it took me a while to accept and heal about that, because I just hated myself, and I felt so guilty for a long time.
This is like 10 years for me, and like obviously that's my first wife. I'm not with her anymore, and I still now like when I think about it, like I know I did some shit. Like with all them things I was doing, women come into it as well. Yeah. And I was never subtle. Yeah. And
it takes a good person to realise that. Some people are that arrogant, that ignorant, and don't care about anybody else. They just say, you know what, he was what he was. Yeah. You're the same as me, you're a good person, and you regret all the past. Yeah. And then you're just trying to change the future.
Because it's like when I got clean, my pain and suffering ended, but I broke up with her. Hers is only just beginning. Because now she's got, like, for example, moving forward in relationships, she's now going to have trust issues because of men, because of me.
You've damaged her.
I did some serious damage to her.
And that people like who he was in addiction, they take a severe chunk out of their who they are. Unfortunately, that's how it is.
Yeah.
And it's right to have a bit of guilt because we've deserved to feel guilty, but we don't deserve to punish ourselves in the rest of our lives because we're out there trying to do good and trying to help people and change people. So that's there's a balance, mate. There's a balance in the day. But yeah, it'll always be there. But you know what? It's
can't change it.
No, you can't change it, mate. Yeah, but it's I like the way you accept it as a man and say, look, I'm sorry for doing that. That's it's a good thing, mate. It's a good thing. The heart's pure, man.
Look, I've had a relationship moving forward, and I've always said, like, my first wife, like, she'd be perfect if I was like 35, 40.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? She'd have been golden because she was absolutely golden, whereas like, I just wasn't about that. Like, I put my hands up, like, I fucking destroyed her, like, I was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And I just got to fucking own it.
Yeah, it's timing, and you weren't the right for it at that time, so own it. Yeah.
So back to you, addiction, you're clean out of it. Obviously, I know there's steroid abuse in it as well. Rewind for me where that bit was.
Steroid abuse was as soon as I retired from boxing.
Okay.
When I was 35 or 34.
So before Repo Man as well, Repo Man.
Before the Repo, just as soon as I stopped boxing, I knew what I wanted to do. Be massive, put myself up full of steroids because I couldn't take them when I was boxing. And I knew that's what I wanted to do. And as soon as week after I retired, went on the gear, first course deck and stuff, got massive, felt like a superhuman. And this, I loved it. I loved the feeling, I loved the change of, seeing my muscles growing. I was, in decent shape. And the Repo Man come into it, which has come hand in hand. With big deck collector, part and parcel. But steroids, out of 3, alcohol, cocaine, and steroids. I guess what was the hardest? The steroids.
Yeah.
For me, yes, it was. I've been off steroids for 2.8
How come it was such an issue?
Because sport and being an athlete is my life. My image is my life.
Yeah.
I'm looking in the mirror, I'm feeling strong. What I live day to day for is going to the gym, feeling strong, running faster, or lifting heavier weights. That is my life. The drugs is a temporary part of it.
Yeah.
For a temporary part of the day. Me being an athlete is 24 hours.
Yeah.
So you take that steroids away from me where I'm going from a strong athlete to a mortal again, and shrinking, getting weaker. It's mentally tough.
How long was you on the steroids for?
God, 7-8 years.
Yeah.
Constantly, never had a break. Took everything you name it.
How did that affect your body? Because steroids can fuck you up massively.
Yeah. I always looked good, to be fair. It was alright. Changed from equipoise to deca to trembolone to masteron to probe to, everything. I just switch. Cycles. But it was the hardest thing to come off.
But you never had no side effects to you, like for example, Deca. We all know the famous Deca dick.
Yeah.
Do you know
this is why it's so hard, because the bedroom situation and all your testosterone and everything was absolutely dead.
Yeah.
I had to weather the storm for a hell of a long time because you keep saying, nah, it's going to come back, my libido's going to come back, my sex drive's going to come back, my testosterone's going to come back, your balls are going to drop. Nothing was happening. I was taking HCG, coming out his arse, nothing was happening, and I had to weather the storm. It was grueling. It was harder than both the other two stuff. And I tell people that they think that's pretty crazy, but steroids is a major addiction.
The side effects they can have to a body, like, people don't see, but it's surprising as well how many people are actually on steroids.
Yeah, it's mad. It's more common than the people think, man.
Yeah, it's very common.
Yeah, I'm just seeing too many people on there. Like, I get it, but it's just, I'm a natural athlete. I've been a natural athlete for years now, and I just appreciate being a natural athlete more than anything now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm anti-drugs. I'm not against drink. I'm against addiction to drink. I'm against addiction drugs. I'm against steroids. Yeah, I'm just anti all that, and I just, I wake up, I think I avoid every single day all of them things. And that is a blessing. It's a superhuman feeling.
Yeah, of course.
Knowing you don't take steroids, knowing you don't take drink and don't take drugs, and I don't smoke.
Yeah.
You feel superhuman every day, and it's a mad feeling.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
So with the steroids as well, like I've noticed now a lot of young lads are doing them. Like I've met 19-year-old lads on gear. It's like they're only and they're blasting like test 400 and like
yeah.
do you know what I mean? And not even primo, like master on and all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
like the big boy stuff.
Yeah, the pre-contest stuff.
Yeah, and
okay.
like within a year or so, they got going out. It's like
Yeah, they have. Yeah, you can see them.
You haven't even developed as a man,
No.
and you're blasting steroids into your body, testosterone, like lasting damage.
You know, it's how this boxer's going. That's why most of the boxers, the white collar boxers, are on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's I look at them and think, you know what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
What are you doing? You should never even. All boxing fighters should get banned and get slated for putting all these steadied up boxers in the ring.
Yeah.
I think it's disgusting because you're getting a natural athlete getting in there against a steadied up person, and it's only going one way.
You're gonna get fucking.
And I see it all the time.
Yeah.
I see it all the time, and like, what is going? Doesn't the promoter got no shame in seeing this?
Yeah.
In letting this happen? It should be pulled. It's not in the program. It doesn't happen. In the amateur game, it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
It happens in the white collar game. It's horrendous.
Because it's hard to find a good promoter in unlicensed boxing. Like, I've been around that a long time, and it's like the money. They like their money, and like there's a well-known white collar boxer out there at the minute who's pumped up on steroids. Everyone knows.
There's a lot out there. We all know. We all know the main one. Yeah.
And like he owns it, embraces it, and which is him, but he shouldn't be allowed to fight. Like he's selling tickets, the promoters are booking him, and he's a good draw. But come on, like if he kills someone on your show,
I don't know why they're giving the airtime and like they're giving so much credibility, knowing what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's beyond me, and I don't. I feel, you know what? I feel like it just needs to get exposed, but it never will be because people, as I say, he's influencing the younger generation to be like him.
Yeah.
So what can you say? It's not good, mate. No, I'm actually going to see him fight tomorrow. Actually, he's fighting one of my mates.
Yeah. You're after a fight as well, ain't you?
Yeah, I'm after a fight. I've got a few in mind. It's Frankie Gavin, but he's pulled out. He doesn't want to know. You know, as a technician's going to, do a number on him. And James DeGale, you know what? I'm looking to BKB. Having that one fight at BKB. So, and James DeGale is. I'm gonna get someone to contact him.
Well, he didn't do so well, did he? On BKB,
exactly. No,
he didn't do so
we're
well.
the same weight. So let's see. But it's a big name or nothing, mate. I'm only getting there for someone with a lot bigger name than myself, and what's going to get my juice going, and then call it a day.
Do you think with you need stuff to focus on and stuff to live for? Like to get your mind to, do you know what I mean?
Not for sanity and not for mental health. It's just I'm just like to achieve things, and it's not even financially. It doesn't just physically. If I need to compete with something.
Yeah.
It's just competitive nature into competing with a runner, sparring or whatever. It just makes me feel alive.
Have you ever had mental health issues outside of drugs or just with the drugs?
Yeah, I've had mental health issues outside that, but when you get older, you learn how to manage them. You know what. You know what coping mechanisms. I'm a master of my own mind of coping mechanisms. I've had to study my own mind a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes at first, when you study your own mind, you can overthink, you can over-analyse what you're doing and what you shouldn't do. But then you come to think, you know what, I'm feeling this way because at least so I know what to do.
Yeah.
I'm content with knowing what my mind's, how it works now.
Yeah.
Where before, I didn't know, it was just erratic.
Yeah.
Yeah. The coping mechanism, I just used to drink as a coping mechanism. Now I use my own self as a coping mechanism. No, I don't need no coping mechanisms.
Yeah.
Which is an art in itself.
I think with me, I just need a light at the end of the tunnel. I need something. If I haven't got a goal, then I've got nothing. It's like
a purpose.
Yeah.
You need a purpose.
Yeah. That's what I need.
It's a good thing to have, though. You know, some people just want to go about day to day and live a life and just and let what's the world go by. Some people want
fair
to
play to them, do you know what I mean?
to have a purpose.
Yeah, if people can survive day to day, just going to work, coming back, seeing with the family, fair play to them. Fucking, I'm jealous, to be honest, because
they're not chasing their minds, not chasing anything. They're all right to do. Yeah,
do you know what I mean? I'm fucking,
people always where
if I ain't chasing some
satisfied.
more fucking heads going round and round in circles.
Yeah, because we work on a reward system on our brains.
Yeah,
the other people don't. It's just the way we're built.
no, I agree.
Yeah, man.
So what's the plans now? Are you moving forward?
Plan of moving forward is to keep going with the addiction awareness and the mental health, and keep being a voice to the people, because I'm already helping a hell of a lot of people at the minute, and keep going in my clean recovery. And when it comes to about 1,000 days, I'm going to back off then, because my achievement is already done, and then it's about other people then try and get my foot indoors in other areas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever been to any groups or anything?
Yeah, I'm in the Men of Breath for Life, and there's a couple of mental health organisations I've been with. So
How do you find them?
can't commit to them. It's not me. I'm a person who has to do my own thing.
Yeah.
I can't commit to things. That's just who I am.
You ever felt like with you having mental health issues, like I said, like you could go to a doctor, for example, and go, listen, I'm fucking struggling, or say to the average person on the street, but then like people look at you and you go, hold on, he's a fucking professional boxer, kickboxer, covered in tattoos. Do you ever feel like you're going to get taken seriously?
Yeah, look at you thinking he's just crazy anyway. His mind's already a bit unbalanced because of how many tattoos he's got on me. He's not all the ticket anyway.
Yeah.
And the tattoos are not because of the mind's unbalanced. The tattoos is because I like artwork, I like the way they look.
Yeah.
He's never in addiction. I've seen somebody, Lil Wayne, Wiz Khalifa years ago, rappers who wanted to be, who was for the tattoo, and I was like, that's the way I want to look. It was never an addiction.
Yeah.
People say to me, you've left addiction from alcohol, drugs to that. No, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. I don't wake up and think, oh, I'm itching for a tattoo.
Yeah.
I want it to be covered in the most artistic way possible.
Yeah.
I can, and that's the way it is.
I think people have an image of what someone with depression, bipolar, schizophrenia, or drug addict should look like. I think people have an image.
Yeah.
So when you tell them, they're like, what, really? You?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's right that they do. But they don't get how so much invested now in the mind, and how I'm interested in other people's, how they feel in their mind as well.
Yeah.
It's just, and giving back and trying to understand people and trying to help people.
What gets you through day to day now?
Day to day, it's just being thankful, man, of just being normal.
Do you have a routine?
The gym is probably routine, but everything else is just
Free for all.
free for all.
Yeah.
I'm just, you know what, it's a blessing being normal. I can't believe I just feel normal. And for so many years it weren't normal. I didn't even know what normal was. You don't, when you're in this, you don't even know what normal is.
Yeah.
And then when I'm sitting here now, I'm like, I can't believe I actually feel like this, because this was far from what I even thought I could be like.
You're just thankful and living in the moment.
Yeah. Just living, but it's how my mind feels
clean
now.
living.
Yeah. And how I feel like I was years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you always, you know what, you always deteriorate, you know what I mean? Your mind deteriorates, but now it's all right, man.
Yeah.
So I've made a comeback. So yeah.
Yeah, I was just wondering, like, because I seek purpose. Like, I always think like others who don't. It baffles me because I can't understand. But why don't you think the same as me? So it baffles me.
It's the same. She doesn't seek purpose.
But like,
She just doesn't care about purpose.
with you, how you having routine? I always wonder like how you're not creeping back into addiction and stuff like that without your purpose, like without the routine.
Yeah. I had a routine at first. I had to have a structured routine. Like, I'd get up in the morning at 7 o'clock. I'd jump straight in the cold water. 30 seconds, I'd walk straight in there. Then I'd have the endorphins spike off the water, and then that would increase my willpower to succeed in challenging negative thoughts.
Yeah.
When you jump into that cold water so long, no matter what comes into your mind, you bat it off. It's like a shield against negative thoughts. So that was the art of breaking it, yeah. And then I'll just go to the gym. As long as them two things were ticked off, I'm content in life.
Yeah, you're done for the day.
Done for the day. No matter what I do, whether I'm just walking the dogs or selling cars, it's all a bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm a fucker for routine.
Oh, yeah.
If someone comes out of my routine, like I am horrendous. Like my day's ruined. Like
Is it?
It could be 8:30 in the morning and something's not happening. Like I missed the train.
Yeah.
My day's fucked. I've been on the phone to the missus. Like I'm coming home. They're like, leave me alone. But like, I've got a calendar with she writ.
Yeah.
It's filled up to the end of November. What I am doing every single day.
Really?
And I need that. Like I look at it at the start of every week and I plan my week. It's like, podcast today, gym, kids are sleeping over, and like, from 6 o'clock I'm doing nothing, but that's my downtime, that's my free time, I can show the missus. And if I haven't got that, I'm very structured like that.
Wow, okay. That's that's more demanding on your mind.
It helps me though. Look, without that, look, people say that's too much. Like, but if I haven't got that, I fall apart.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good and bad thing because it can challenge your mind a bit too much.
Helps.
Yeah, but it helps you.
Yeah.
Succeed in your journey. And you know what? It makes you a big go-getter as well.
Yeah.
You're more determined to do things. Some people can be laid back and don't care what's as I say, there's no purpose.
Yeah.
You have more people like yourself have a mind frame, more achieve more. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with you now, looking back, fucking fantastic boxing career, kickboxing career. You've won bodybuilding competitions, you've done Channel 4 Repo Man, and then obviously all your lows will come with you and getting sober. What is your most proudest moment?
I would say winning a world title, number one, and number two is breaking addiction. Them two are quite similar achievements in my mind, because I've broke addiction a way that many can't do.
Yeah.
They have to join organisations. They have to relapse. I've just done it and I've never looked back. It's crazy, and I'm doing it up to 1,000 days.
Yeah.
And I look back and I think, how can somebody do that?
Yeah.
I'm so deep into what I was. Because I see so many people struggling and they're 30 days, they can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's to avoid the demons in my mind. To avoid negative thoughts, and I've still cracked on and avoided temptation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose when you get so long sober, even if you was going to have a wobble, you're letting yourself down. And like, imagine you cracking there, like touching 1,000 days, like
that's
you hate
yourself.
myself. Yeah,
I compete with myself. I cannot go back to day one. I don't think I'd hate myself.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd recover. I think
100%.
Wow, I've even told a lot of people I'm gonna have maybe a Budweiser or something to drink with the family 1,000 days. Why would I? I want to, because I want to prove to people that you can have a social drink. It's not me, because these addicts out there, I think that they'll touch a drink and that's it. I'm gonna have 50 minutes. I'm never gonna stop. I don't agree with that. When they started drinking originally, they was never like that. They could have a few beers with their mates in the teenage years and then go home.
Yeah.
So why do all these addicts think that once they have a drink, they're not going to stop and then they start taking cocaine? They never ever started that way. I believe in this is why I've achieved it. I believe in resetting yourself back to the mindset you started from.
Yeah.
Not where you started from just before, where you started from originally.
Yeah. It's because they're talking out of addiction, like, oh fucking hell, like if I get on a drink, I'm on the packet, and they're talking in addiction, whereas like you just said, you never actually started like that,
No,
you?
you started off on just a couple of drinks, so why can't you go back?
Yeah.
And the mindset they don't work that way, and it frustrates me. That's why I don't touch recovery centres.
Yeah.
Because they're saying you're an addict waiting to come out. You'd always be an addict.
But a lot of it might be fear.
Could be.
Do you know what I mean? Like, what if?
But they're certain.
Yeah, they are so certain.
They
Yeah.
go, no.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I can't, mate. Once I have a drink, that's it. I won't come back for it. I'm like, you've been. I know people have done that when they've been 3 years clean and they're still saying it.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do you know?
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is just a fear, and then they know their capabilities. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
You have now reset. Like once upon a time, you was a good boy with no drugs, and you could have a cheeky little drink.
Yeah. The only way you was an addict because it's accumulation of overcooking over so many years. it's not because you was born that you haven't got it in your DNA.
Yeah.
You overcooked and it accumulated.
Mm-hmm.
That's why addiction was there. Set yourself back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love it is fear. That's
Yeah,
what
I
I
agree. I agree. That's what it's like. It's to try and scare themselves.
Yeah.
Put themselves off.
Yeah, exactly that.
But no, I'm not going to have a drink at all because that'll be day one. Even one Budweiser, mate. That would be.
Yeah.
I know that means I've had a drink.
Have you ever tried alcohol free?
Yeah, I've had a few.
Yeah,
though. I don't like it though.
Do you not?
No, I don't like that beer. I don't like the taste of it. I used to drink vodka, Red Bulls,
Yeah.
brandy, Bacardi, like yourself, and just
Yeah.
go through the whole top shelf.
See, I remember when I was on the alcohol freeze when I was getting sober. I'd still go out and drink alcohol free, but I'd still drink 15, 16 of them.
Yeah.
Like I'm drinking booze, it's just habit. I was only 2 at a time, it's just
Yeah.
habit. It's just,
It's
it's bizarre.
rush all of them in an hour, just power drink, man.
Yeah.
Where my mates could just have a beer and sit there talking for like, have that beer for like, I'm like, that ain't me, man.
Yeah.
I'm bang, bang, bang.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What would you say to anyone now? We'll do 2 questions. So what would you say to anyone now struggling with addiction?
If you're struggling with addiction, you know what? Where you think the answer is not having you don't even need to have that support network. You can actually wake up one day and just challenge yourself, challenge your own mindset, and just compete against yourself. Know that you're on day one, and know that you can let yourself down. If you set yourself a time frame, because all addicts think that they need recovery agencies. They're going to need a mom, they're going to need a dad, they're going to need a support network.
Yeah.
I had none of it.
I think that's what a lot of the recovery services help you insist on putting in place. Who's your support network and all that? Is like you support yourself.
Someone else, myself.
Yeah.
I shut the door myself. My negative thoughts to myself. Nobody. Ultimately, you are in control of what you're doing, and if you really want to succeed in recovery, you're gonna have to believe in yourself, and you're gonna have to shut the outside world out and know and compete yourself as an opponent.
Yeah.
And tackle your opponent like it's a fight.
Yeah.
And know that's your winning. Forget the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Forget some people saying, "No, you don't this, don't do that." You know what you got to do. You know you got to change your environment. You know you got to ignore your mates.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you got to do.
Yeah.
Execute it, and be so critical with yourself, and be disgusted with yourself if you let yourself down.
Yeah.
And that's what kept driven me.
I think a good way of doing it is analysing yourself as the addict.
Yeah.
Really self-analyse like the fucking horrible person you have become, like doing what you can to get your fix.
Yeah.
The amount of people you've hurt and turned your back on. Analyse yourself and say, I do not want to be that person.
That's exactly what I did. Yeah, I was determined to change and accepted them kind of negativities who I was. I was disgusted who I was. Because some people don't analyse themselves because they're copying their mates of what they're doing. No one talks about no one. The addicts who they're doing that with, they're not even. They don't even want to come out of it. So forget everybody. Do it yourself.
I said last week's episode, hang around with 4 idiots, boozers in the pub. You'll be the 5th one.
Yeah, that's right. It is.
Surround yourself with people you want to be like.
Exactly.
People you bring home to meet your missus and kids.
Yeah.
And you'll see how quickly your circle changes and gets smaller.
Yeah, exactly. And if you get smaller, it gets smaller. Accept it.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing.
Oh mate, my missus is my best mate and I'm happy with that.
Same here, mate.
I am happy with that.
I'm glad to hear. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, man.
So the next question, what would you say to anyone struggling with their mental health?
People struggling with their mental health is just training is the main thing. You know what, endorphins are far superior than the negative thoughts. And understand your mind. Don't just watch the mental health spinning around in your head like a washing machine. Analyse your brain. Realise what your coping mechanisms are, or what makes you not medication. Always realise self-medicate yourself.
Yeah.
Knowing what your downfalls are and what triggers you, and trying to come up with a remedy, a positive thought.
Yeah. In
counteracting negative thought. Always come up with a positive thought, and just challenge your own mind and be in control. The way to succeed in life is being in control. If you can be in control of your own mind, you know half the battle's won. It's when people can't control their own mind and they watch it go by and they don't analyse it and accept it, don't accept it, because there's always coping mechanisms out there for mental health.
I've always said like gym, like I'm big on gym, that's part of my routine. But I think if I go gym, I have to go first thing in the morning. I wake up and have to go straight to the gym. If not,
forget it.
Then the day's away from me.
I'm training somebody now, like after the trap, who's fighting, but that's I couldn't go to this time of gym now. It wouldn't be. No.
And I think that goes for anyone who's struggling with mental health. Go to the gym. Go first thing before your mind takes over. Before you talk yourself out of it.
Exactly. That's what Mr. talks about it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think as well, like, they say a lot about men talk, and like, I'm 32, and if I'm going to talk to the boys, we'll go to the pub.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Then that's a bad scenario.
Swap that and being a master of your own thoughts, because when the door closes, your mate's not there. You've been a master of your own thoughts, it lives with you forever. It's there for life.
Yeah.
It's embedded in you. It's educating your own mind, coping mechanism a lot, and that's exactly what I've done.
Yeah.
And I advise it to everybody mental health.
To work through being like a lone wolf, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. But I've learned, like with stuff like, I thought I had bipolar, ADHD, everything, but knowing how to cope, deal with, have coping mechanisms for everything I do. It's you kind of like can accept your mental health. And manage it more. Yeah.
I think that the quicker you accept it and own it, the easier it is to manage.
Yeah.
Like accept, like, I am not okay today. I am not okay in my head. There's something going on.
It's a coping mechanism for negative. Always.
Yeah. But even like if people do need to go to the doctors, that helps some people.
It does. Yeah.
Didn't help me, but it does help some people.
Yeah.
And do you know what I mean? Some people might be going for a back patch. Bit of medication for 2 weeks. They might be happy as Larry, or you have got people who are long term and they need long term fixes.
Yeah.
But I think isolation is a big thing, especially as, do you know what I mean? You come from being one of the boys, going out 10 deep, boozing, women and all that.
Isolation, it's the famous note, is a major thing.
Yeah.
You have to dig deep and know what the prize is in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to look at what each scenario is bringing you on. I think going out with the boys, it's a laugh, one boozing. It's not going to make me any good. Going to the gym, I'm on my own, I can listen to a podcast, listen to a bit of music, and I'm going to look better at the end of it, I'm going to feel better at the end of it.
Yeah.
I think it's just looking at the stuff what you think's helping, but in reality it's not.
You all know that every single one of them are in depression in the pub. They're drowning their sorrows, they really are in depression. And you see that there and you realise why it's glad to be at the other side.
Why do you think men ain't talking?
I don't think they care enough. I don't think they're educated enough. I don't think they even care a iota about how their mind works. I think that's what's the world around. As long as they've got money in their pocket, as long as a bee's in their hand, I think that they're happy. I think they don't realise what's going on in their head as much, and it just destroys them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never had one mate who I was so deep. I had deep conversations. I'd try and talk about my mind and how it works and why I felt the way they'd say, what are you on about, mate?
Yeah.
No, they're not educated, they don't want to.
Yeah.
They watch the world go around, that's it.
Yeah.
The kind of simple mind, like, get to work back, have a beer, that's it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No? And that's it. It's not their fault, it's just who they are, so you got to try and take it on your right self.
Yeah, break the circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I always said to you earlier, I'm 1% better every day.
Yeah.
Whether that's fucking reading an extra page of a book, or sending a text message to somebody for the fucking who you ain't spoke to in the first time, or saying to yourself, I need help, you just have 1% better, joining the gym, going for a walk, anything at all. Do not sit in your house and so
your building blocks, man.
Yeah.
Good on you.
I think that's what everyone should follow.
Yeah.
Right, last question, I always finish on this.
Yeah. What
age were you when you were peak addiction?
What age when I was in addiction?
Peak addiction.
Peak addiction.
Yeah. The lowest of the low. That day you wanted to end it all.
40, so 45 now. So 40, it was 40, 42.
42.
Yeah.
So looking back now, what would you say to 42-year-old you? Just ordered that fucking Coke, looking out the windows.
Yeah.
What would you say to yourself today?
I would say to myself today that wow, that's what was you even thinking of? Who was you at that time? It was something must have replicated me as a person then, and I'm glad that, you know what, I've been found again. I was lost but found, and that person, he was hurting, but you didn't know what he was hurting about.
Yeah.
But you found what the demons was, and you've eliminated them, and that's the far I am.
That's good.
But the fight's over with now, and that's it. It's yeah. It's all about helping others, man.
Yeah. And I see your social medias, you're there every single day posting,
Yeah.
inspiring others, going out for your runs, the marathons.
Marathon Sunday, Chester Marathon, for the great rest in peace Ricky Hatton. I'm running with the Manchester City. I'm a Liverpool fan, but this has got to be done. I'm going to have Manchester City top on, and in the memory of Ricky Hatton and the Frank Mental Health Foundation. So that's 26 mile Sunday. Let's go.
Being ready?
Yeah. Can't wait. You know,
What's after that though?
always something in me, I don't even know.
Yeah.
Nothing in the pipeline, but it's something we'll be there soon. Yeah.
Alright, anything to finish on, my mate?
Just been a pleasure and having me on and talking to you. You've got a great story of yourself, and keep up what you do, man.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for coming on.
He's growing, and
it is.
and you deserve it, man. Yeah.
Cheers, my mate. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to From Rock Bottom. If this episode spoke to you, please subscribe, like and share. It really helps us keep doing this work and bringing these stories to light. You can also follow us on social media for updates, behind the scenes content and ways to get involved in the conversation. Most importantly, if you're struggling right now, please don't suffer in silence. Reach out, talk to someone, seek support. You are not alone, and you are absolutely worth life. Take care, keep fighting, and we'll see you in the next episode.